Why, hello there, everyone. It's Wednesday, August 17th, 2022. We're going to talk about last year's football, 2021. I get asked this question frequently, which is, hey, how much did the NFL algorithm win last year? How did it do? It's actually a really complicated question, but we're going to try to go through it and explain that as easily as possible, how to do that. Yeah. So we have all the games in here from what looks like the playoffs and week 1 through 16. This is a pivot table in the picks sheet of last year's Super Bowl edition 2021 NFL algorithm. I don't think we had week 18 because I think I stopped doing it for the last week because the last week is kind of pointless because of the playoff implications being done already. But the first 17 weeks, for example, let's look at those. Let's not even look at the playoffs. First 17 weeks, it looks like we're winning 60% of our games and 55% on the spread. But this is looking at everything in aggregate, and it's actually not that helpful to look at it this way because you don't know which games you won. You don't know if it was games that the algorithm said to heavily play versus games that were supposed to be more even. By the way, we're working on the house. Everything's a mess. Like I'm super busy, but trying to answer this question for people about how what to expect about how much the algorithm might win this year. So let's start to go week by week and explain how to look at this. Week number 1, okay? Week number 1 goes 10-6. What you are looking at in the order with which we are displaying these games is you are looking at it descending by projected margin of victory. Projected margin of victory has to do with the projected scores in the game. This has been the most determinate and most optimal way of viewing these games in order. Okay. Like as you can see, you've got a team of Arizona over Tennessee at plus 130 way up on this list this way, even though they have a negative win score percentage. All right. So why is this win score percentage here? What is it doing? Win score percentage is giving you an idea of what the odds makers probably think the comparison of the game is, meaning they really thought Tampa Bay was really going to crush Dallas. This is what the team stats tell you. It's not what the play. What's that?
What does it predict?
For the NFL games this week?
Yep.
We're not doing that in this video. We're talking about last year because people are asking me how much it wins last year.
All right.
And I'm trying to explain to them how to look at this in order.
Which team won the Super Bowl? Chargers or
The Rams won the
Rams.
Super Bowl. They beat Cincinnati, and the algorithm thought Cincinnati was actually going to win that game.
And Cincinnati, they just won by 3 points.
That Super Bowl game was supposed to be Cincinnati 27-21. They ended up losing 20-23. As you can see, they missed a touchdown that they needed to win that game. They looked like they were going to win that game, right? I think so. All right, let's go back up for a second. Go back to week 1. Now, what you can see here is that different things happen here. So this is saying, for example, that Arizona won this game by win score percentage, but they didn't. They didn't win it by win score percentage. We have a different filter on here. So you have to open up filters sometimes, and you have to say, well, what about teams with a win score greater than 0? That also went 10-6, but you can see Arizona is where? Arizona is not on here. So there's a different order to this depending on how you filter what you're looking at, which is why this is an extremely complicated question to answer and why I'm trying to do the best I can to explain how to look at this historically. Really, with the way I have found that this is optimal is your margin of victory greater than 0. That's the filter you want because this is the order you want. And you actually don't even want to pay attention to win by win score percentage. It's not even important. It's more a guide to understanding where you're going to find more optimal lines because teams that are up here on top with really low win score percentages, even though Washington did not beat the Chargers, you're going to get better lines up here because of the order that it's spitting out these games in. Okay. So you can see a 10-6 day in week 1 and 7-9 against the spread, except that 7-9 against the spread is not right. Why? Because these games are showing you the order of this team supposedly winning by how many points they're going to win by. It's not telling you who will cover the spread. In order to see who covers the spread, you have to click spread pick yes. And when you click spread pick yes, you get the orders of the teams. And you also get something called a spread cover number. for example, we thought, no, we have a baby trying to attack the computer. You're going to back off. Yeah, the baby's going to back off. So you have a spread cover number here, and the spread cover number is helpful for determining which team you think will cover the spread the most. Okay. So there are multiple ways to look at this file. And as you can see, I'm busy and I really don't have time to do this. But basically you can browse week by week and see how things did, right? As long as you have wins up top here, the algorithm's doing pretty well because these games at the bottom are games that are supposed to be closer anyway. All right. And I got to run. So I'm taking off, guys. But good luck with all your picks. I hope that helps answer your question. You do get a copy of this file if you subscribe. I'm raising the price to $275 now for the season subscription. Still $50 for a file though, because every time I sell one, I'm raising the price because this takes a ton of work. And I noticed that, you know, if you're going to be betting with this, you're going to make a lot more money than it costs. So you can pay for this instead of not paying a lot for this and taking my time without compensating me appropriately. So I keep raising the price. Every time somebody buys it, I'm raising the price by 25 bucks. So you might want to get in quick if you want to get it at a more reasonable price. All right. So good luck, everybody. Hope that helped. May all your picks be winning. And good luck with the NFL season. We got preseason, I think, again, a game Thursday night. All right, we're out.